All right, Warriors, closing in on exams this week. 3 things to think about. Number 1, understand why we do things. Understand why we forecast. Understand when we forecast. What we're trying to do when we use an economic order quantity model. Understand what a reorder point is accomplishing and triggering us to do. Understand why we sample. Understand why we want to know the probability of something happening so that when we look at something, we can see if that makes sense or not. Understand what we're trying to do when we generate a confidence interval, an estimate on what that mysterious population mean or proportion might be. But most of all, just understand what we're doing, the greater picture. Second thing, with that understanding, be able to frame problems as you see them. A lot of the time, the question I get or I see is, I don't know what problem I'm trying to solve. And that is so much analogous to life. When we see problems, I don't really know what the problem is. A lot of people struggle with that. We call this framing, putting it into a nice picture frame where you can understand what it is, quote, we're looking at. So then we can solve it. So, am I trying to forecast and I have only so much kind of data? What are the past actuals doing? Are they on a steady upward trend? Are they on a steady downward trend? If that's going on, then I want to use one kind of forecasting method. Am I dealing with a single value? Then I probably am predicting or trying to determine probability for a single value X. Do I have a sample average? Then it depends on what the question is asking me. If the question is asking me to make an estimate for the population average, then I'm doing a confidence interval. And I should ask, do I know the population standard deviation? I probably don't. In which case, I should be able to generate a sample standard deviation and therefore do a population mean confidence interval with that t-table. So it's just so important to understand what the frame of the problem is. In order to do that, I've got to shake those things out of the problem. I've got to look for keywords, things like sample mean, things like seasonality, things like an upward trend, whether I can see it or it's in the numbers or it's verbalized. With economic order quantity, I'm looking for those keywords of constant lead time and constant demand before I know that I can apply an economic order quantity model. So again, the second point is being able to frame problems as I see them. And finally, the third point to focus on at this point, assuming that you've got those first two down, is to rep out. All reps matter. All reps matter, the saying should be that all quality reps matter. Again, so we don't just want to do a problem blindly and go, oh yeah, the answer is 42, and do another problem blindly because we're getting our reps in. Those are junk reps. We want to get quality reps in. Okay? So, I know Pearson's been down a lot the last 2 days, and you might say, man, I can't get my reps in because Pearson's been down. Well, you have your book. Go to the back of your book. You have old U drives. You have old squad drives. You have old solo drives. Go do those again, okay? But somehow, get some reps in. Get to a gym, make your own gym, partner up with a warrior. You make problems, send those problems to them. They send you problems back and you play off each other. Get a workout partner. Whatever it is, get your reps in because all reps matter, and particularly with operations management and data-driven decision making, these knowledge bases are built on repetition. So you are cleared hot to rep out. With that, have a great warrior day. Warrior on, and we will see you soon. Oh yeah, you want me to do some of these? All right, fine. Warrior on. Have a good day.